June Ritchie. Hi, Athena, Nina, Poppy, and baby Louie. Gammy's here again, and I have a nice little story for you guys. Can you see the title? It's called Aunt Martha and the Golden Coin. So I'm gonna read this to you guys today. And I'm back here in the garden. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm in the garden. One of my favorite places. I can't wait till you guys can come and help me work in the garden and pick some veggies. Anyway, this is Aunt Martha and the Golden Coin, and it's written by Anita Rodriguez. And there's the first photo. It says, in the heart of the big city there lived an old woman whose name was Aunt Martha. Aunt Martha was an unusual woman who it was rumored possessed magical powers. For a start, she could foretell the weather correctly, and she had a charming way with children and cats. And no one ever attempted to break into her apartment, even though it was on the first floor. And that was very unusual for that part of the city. You guys see? Although Aunt Martha lived alone, she was never lonely. She always had the company, especially the young children in the neighborhood. Often they would come to her house for cookies and stories. One afternoon when Mark, Jerry, and Lisa were visiting, Aunt Martha said, "Children, sit down now. I'm going to tell you a story about a little girl named Martha." I think she's telling the story about herself. Let's see. Pages are a little hard to turn. Can you see that? The children gathered around her, and Aunt Martha began. A long time ago, when I was a very little girl, I lived far, far away. Way down south. We lived on a small farm right next to a huge swamp where my brothers and I used to play. One day when I was out playing, an amazing thing happened. I wonder what it was. Do you know what amazing thing could have happened to Martha? Let's see. She looks happy there, huh? She's like, I noticed a very shiny object hidden in the tall grass. As I approached cautiously, it seemed to grow brighter and brighter. You can imagine my surprise when I picked it up. It was a golden coin with inscriptions in a foreign language on one side, and on the other side it was a picture of a pyramid. As I held in my palm, the golden coin seemed to grow warmer and warmer and warmer, and the more I studied it, the hotter it grew, until it seemed to burst into flames in my hand. Wow. But as I held it, peace filled my heart, and all the fear left me. I felt strangely comforted as I made my way home through the swamp. I don't know, if a flame burst into my hand, I don't know how comforted I would be, but she said it filled her heart. So let's see what happens. You see her right there? As I'm walking down the path, I heard a noise in the underbush. It was a huge crocodile. I reacted instinctively, squeezing the coin in my hand. Much to my startled surprise, a brilliant flame exploded from the coin and stopped the crocodile in his tracks. It was a magical coin. He trembled with fright. Then he slithered away as fast as he could and disappeared into the swamp. Did you guys see it? Do you see it right there? He seems pretty scared, huh? Wow. And she has the cat with her too. You guys see the cat? Let's see what happens. When I arrived home, I immediately told my mother about the strange experience. My father examined the coin and concluded that it must have come from Ethiopia, a country in Africa. It was very old and perhaps had been lost by the pirates to be discovered by me, Martha, many, many years later. My father considered it to be very valuable, so my mother hid it on our farm until I was a grown woman. See her dad examining the coin. Can you see that? It's pretty amazing, huh? From Ethiopia, Africa. There's Martha. When I grew up, I decided to move up north. My mother gave me the golden coin. Keep this with you always, my daughter, she advised. May you be protected from all harm and always be blessed. That was nice. So I took the golden coin and my cat. She still had her cat with her. Look at, there's the cat. I took my golden coin and my cat with me. The cat was this cat's great-great-great-grandmother. I came to this big city and I've been here ever since. Do you still have the golden coin? Asked Mark. Can we see it? Begged Jerry. Yes, please, said Lisa. Children, that's my secret, said Aunt Martha, smiling. So remember, she's telling this story to the kids in the neighborhood. So now the kids in the neighborhood want to see that golden coin. And there's Aunt Martha. After the children had gone home, Aunt Martha settled down in her rocking chair to do her knitting. Suddenly, she heard a sound in the other room. She quickly got up and turned out the light. Oh my goodness, look at that. That looks scary. You see that? Looking into the room, she saw a strange man outside of her window. The man was breaking in, and Aunt Martha reached into her pocket and took out the golden coin. She quickly squeezed the golden coin. It grew hot in her hand, and a terrible flame shot out and knocked the intruder down. He was so startled that he let out a loud cry and dropped his gun. Still yelling, he ran off into the night. Oh wow, do you see that? Look at that. That's pretty amazing, right? Wouldn't you say? Once more, all was at peace in Aunt Martha's apartment, and her secret was still a secret. After all, secrets are not to be told, are they? Do you tell secrets? But the puzzle still remains. Did Aunt Martha really possess special powers? Was the mysterious coin really from Ethiopia? Was it really endowed with supernatural energies? Or was her special power the faith in her heart, the faith of an unusual woman who lived in the heart of a big city? And that's the end. That's the end of the story. It was kind of an unusual story. What do you guys think about that story? Tell me. But remember, I'm waiting for you to let me know what books you guys want me to read so I can read to you. But today it was this story, Aunt Martha and the Golden Coin. Let me know how you liked it. Remember this. Gammy loves you so much. Hugs and kisses. Mwah. I love you guys, all of you.